We begin with breaking news at 6. Within the last hour, we learned the United States coronavirus death toll has reached 250,000. And that's according to Johns Hopkins University COVID dashboard. You're taking a live look at Huntsville. Madison County recorded 109 of those deaths. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Naja Sherman.
And I'm Dan Schaefer. That death toll and other numbers have led some states and cities to enter a shutdown. Today, the state health officer talked to WAAY 31 about whether a second shutdown is possible here in Alabama due to the rising number of coronavirus cases. WAAY 31's Sydney Martin is live in Huntsville tonight with what he had to say. Sydney?
Naja's state health officer, Dr. Scott Harris, told me today that he understands that the governor has to weigh the interests between public health and the economy, but he doesn't speak to her today, speak for her, But today, Governor Kay Ivey said she has no plans to close businesses again. And Harris said he also doesn't think a shutdown is something that will happen anytime soon. Now, Harris told me if people wear masks like they're supposed to, it would cut down on the rise in cases. He said even though businesses are open, people should stay home when they can, and they don't need to go out. He said people who are sick definitely should not leave their house. Harris told me the people breaking the health order are setting back the end of restrictions.
The rules that remain in place at this point could put an end to this pandemic in the next 2 weeks, if only we could get people to follow it. The thing about health orders, they're not magic, and they don't compel people to do something unless, law enforcement's willing to arrest people and send them to jail, and nobody thinks that's the right thing to do. So what we need is buy-in from the public. We need people to think about folks other than themselves.
With Thanksgiving about a week away, Harris told me he recommends for everyone to think about their plans for Thanksgiving Day and following the health order to keep their family members safe. He said for some, like his family, it means waiting until a later date to celebrate the holiday until the pandemic is under better control. Live in Huntsville, Sydney Martin, WAAY 31 News.
Thanks, Sydney. Dr. Harris also gave us an update on the coronavirus vaccine. He said the CDC will allocate doses to states based on their population. So Alabama will only get a few 100,000 doses in the first round of distribution. That's not even enough to cover every healthcare worker in the state. Harris also told us the vaccine probably won't be available for pregnant women or children because those demographics weren't tested enough for the FDA to approve giving it to them.